This is the Force, a cheap and simple to build solo duo trio base. For the low cost of 80,000 metal fragments, this base contains a short and simple mountain roof, a defendable compound, and a main loot area with 3 bunkers including the starter unit. Welcome to the tour for the Force. Heading up to one of our 2 disconnectable TCs, you can open it using our roof triangle. Heading in here, you can see the TC and its upkeep, as well as a battery for turrets. By placing 4 triangles, you can disconnect the TC in the event of a raid and you need to replace your main tool cupboard. To connect back the external TC, just remove the roof and place the 2 frames back. Heading into our gatehouse, you can see that we have peaks inside of the compound and windows to watch the outside of the compound. More peaks in here, and peaks outside. Heading further into the compound, you can see we're met with turret angles, drop boxes above, and more turret angles. And heading through this chain link fence, you can see that we have a furnace funnel. You cannot jump over this, and the raiders will have to break it to enter the compound. We also have a cheeky bedroom right here to use for a raid defense. Heading into this breach peak, we have a turret angle that holds it and peaks inside and outside of the compound. These bedrooms continue on each square on every side of the base. Heading further into the base, we have one of our airlocks that has drop boxes and peaks out into the compound, and making this jump up to the 2nd floor brings us to our main loot area. With lots of boxes, turret angles, and bunkers, this is the perfect core for a trio. You can upgrade this wood to whatever material you'd like to seal in the bunker, and to open it, just place a roof down here. This opens up our bunker and allows us to have space for a battery, a furnace, 3 small boxes, and 3 large boxes. All you need to do is remove the roof in order to seal the bunker, or else you won't have enough stability to place this frame. Heading around to the other side of the 2x1, we're met with 2 more bunkers and a couple more boxes. To open them, place the roof on this side as well, and you get access to our 2-box bunker and our bunkered starter unit. With the starter unit having enough space for a trio, you can meet the tool cupboard and its main upkeep, bringing the total upkeep for the base up to 17,000 metal fragments. Heading onto one of our 2 jump ups, we can bring us to the 3rd floor, and we immediately are met with a battery and our main shooting floor that has respawns, peeks into the compound, and down into the base. With lots of defending peaks, this shooting floor is perfect to defend a raid out of. We have more peaks above this ramp, and overall great compound coverage. Coming back over to the jump up, we're met with peaks on both sides of the half walls. These offer great peaks into the compound, and we also have low walls above them for roof peaks. Opening up this double door brings us to our main wide gap that has great angles into the compound, and jumping up onto this bedroom, we can see that we have peaks over the compound walls. And opening up this single door brings us to our main roof with turret angles and a mini mountain roof. You have great angles to defend from. Heading onto the lower segment of the roof, we have peeks into the compound and also a quick drop down in the event of a raid. Wait, only a small percentage of my viewers have subscribed. Please consider subscribing if you enjoy this video. You can also join my Discord server to learn more about building and stay up to date on my latest videos. Check out my website dragon.com for custom bases, live coaching, or base coaching. Hello everybody, it's Dragon here and welcome to the tutorial for the Force. Our starter footprint is going to be a 2x1 with a triangle off to the side. Wall all of this in, and now place floors right above. Next up, upgrade everything to stone, or whatever material that you have on hand. Next, place your tool cupboard. And you have 2 options for a jump up. You can either use a triangle like so, Or if you have furnaces, you can place these as well. Jumping up, place a half floor, a window, a full wall, and a frame. Also, place a floor above your head and upgrade what you can see to stone. Now you can seal in your starter with a double door, and we can get to placing the main deployables in the starter. Place 2 wall frames for garage doors. And now we need to go build a shelf. Hop out of the starter, run around to this side of the square, and place a half wall for the starter. Demolish this, and place your jump up specifically on this side of the starter. You can place a triangle for now, but you will have to break it later. This just helps for mobility into the starter. Upgrade the triangle to stone, and start placing your large boxes. Now that you've placed your large boxes, you can place your workbench in this corner. Give it a small box. And now we can find the rest of the deployables we need to place, like bags and another furnace. The last thing we need for the starter is 2 garage doors. Open these up, and now your starter unit is complete. Now we're going to expand the starter to have its first bunker. Place 2 triangles like so, a square in the middle, and build 17 triangles next to this square. Once you built out 17 triangles, place a square and start removing a couple of the triangles. Make sure to leave some triangles left so the build privilege extends out to the squares. Build back some squares in, but make sure it doesn't touch the triangle. After getting rid of the excess squares, make sure to do this all over again. Now you can start building in with squares. Build in 3 more squares, get rid of the excess ones, and now you can upgrade that square to stone. Now we're going to need to get rid of this twig. Once you've done this, we can start working on finishing up the bunker. Just hop up here, and make sure you place frames in this position and in the starter jump up. From here, you need to place 2 half walls on the square. Next, upgrade this triangle to stone, wall it in, place a half wall, and 2 more floors for the bunker. Now, you're going to need to get on this side of the half walls because this floor needs to be connected to it. If you did this right, these triangles should be blue and your bunker is now done. Let's seal this in with a high foundation, 2 full walls, and 4 half walls. Hop up on the high foundation and place a full wall like so. Cover that up. Now we can jump back over here and place a shelf for 2 boxes, a floor, and a doorway. Place a half wall and a window for some peaks above, and your frame to extend the starter. Let's start getting some deployables down, starting with this double door, this single door, an embrasure frame, and now we can open up this door to get our 2 boxes down in the bunker. We can also get 2 boxes on the shelf. And now we can upgrade this embrasure, place a floor above, and let's make sure we upgrade that as well. If at this point you need to get off, you can seal your 2 bunkers in like so, and once you log back on, you can hit a tree and open them back up with a roof. Now we need to finish the second floor of the base. We can start out by placing a couple wall frames and a full wall. Upgrading all of this to stone and adding the roof will expand our second floor into having more of an airlock. But now we're going to finish the bunker that's on the opposite side of the base. Place 2 triangles and upgrade them to stone. Now place a temporary twig here, here, and here. Build out the same 17 triangles and do the build out once again. Now you're going to want to start getting your bunker sealed. Place 2 full walls like so. Place a triangle frame here to seal the bunker, and a floor triangle here to make sure that the socket doesn't get filled later. Create your shelf for the bunker, and now place 2 half walls on the square that I'm standing on right now. Make sure you look down so the half walls snap into the correct place. Now, place your high foundation, 2 full walls and 2 half walls. Hop up on this triangle, place a full wall rotated outside, and make sure you seal this in. Now you can place 2 more half walls, like so, and seal in the bunker like this. If you did it right, this socket will be blue, and you'll be able to seal the bunker up easy peasy. Make sure you get peaks on both sides of the base, and seal in your roof, making sure that it's connected to the main base. You can start adding in deployables like so. Get your 2 boxes on the shelf and seal that in with a single door as well. Now to do the deployables for the bunker. Make sure you follow these steps very carefully. 1 box goes below there, another box comes up here, but before that we need to place a battery. Make sure it's hugged up against this corner like so. If you can't place this furnace, then it doesn't work. Rotate the box and place it up against the battery, and this one a little further back on the shelf so you can still reach the one below. You might have to sheet metal this in order to get out of the bunker, but now it's complete. Alright, it's time to build the compound and the externals. Keep in mind that whatever I do, you have to do it on both sides, and I have 2-sided symmetry on right now. Start by placing a square on each side of the base and a triangle in the middle. Now place a temporary triangle and build out 3 squares. Come back in with triangles and upgrade them to stone. Now we can build out with 2 squares, upgrade them to stone, and go out 4 triangles, 1 square, and start working on our external tool cupboard. Upgrade the left and right triangle to stone, and get ready to place our tool cupboard. Walling in this external like so, and placing the tool cupboard on the left side. And on the right side, you can place a battery in here. Make sure you place it the right way, and then you can window that off. Get rid of this build out like so. And now start building a free-handed TC. There's a tutorial in the description on how to do this perfectly without messing up every single time. But for now, I'm just going to freehand it with my eyes. Replace this square with a triangle like so. And now, wall it in. You should be able to open the bunker with a triangle like so. And while we have the disconnectable open, we're going to need to make sure that we place a square frame on the top connected to the main TC. Place a triangle frame after that, and now let's build our gatehouse. Place 2 triangles on each side of the square, and wall it in with windows and frames. Now seal in the roof, and connect the TC back to the main external. Now we can start placing deployables for the gatehouse, like windows here, doors sealing it in, and we can start building this outside. A foundation, a half wall, a floor, and a frame on each side of the external will help us make Patrico peaks and turret angles. Fill in the Patrico peaks, and place small boxes so you can use them well. Fill in the compound door, and hop up on top of the external and place 3 half walls. Upgrade these to stone, 2 low walls, and a ramp. Now we can seal in the top of the external and start placing our barricades. 2 temporary triangles here, 2 temporary triangles on the other side, and in the middle, 1 final barricade. This gatehouse is almost done, but we have to place turret angles and boxes first. You can do this at any point, but I'm going to show you how to do it now. Large boxes go in the middle like so, and another chain link and turret angle on the other side of the gatehouse. Now it is complete. Getting my deployables ready to build the other side of the compound, we head over to the high foundation and make sure our next 5 foundations are lowered. We can upgrade these to stone and start working on our bridge peak. 3 half walls and 3 windows will help us create part of our bridge peak. And make sure you place embrasures to help with the peak. Build up the breach peak like so, and frames on both sides for chain link fences. We can also seal in the roof so we can place a barricade later on. A chain link on each side, and our turret angle in the middle. This side of the compound is now complete. We can get to placing the walls. For this compound, you will need 3 walls on all sides of the base, which will amount to 12 walls. The placement is pretty easy, just make sure you don't go too tight. Heading over to the other side, we can do the same thing, using our Alt-Look key to make sure we're not going in too deep. Perfect. Now we need to place our large furnaces, helping us create our furnace wall. As you can see, we have tight gaps here, so no one will be able to go through without breaking the furnaces, which take 5 rockets to break. Looking around the compound, it seems to be completely sealed in besides one part, and that would be the middle barricade on top of our breach peaks. Let's make sure we hop up there, on top of these frames, and place our barricade. Now the compound is fully sealed in. Checking out our breach peaks, we can see that everything is coming together. Now it's time to expand the main base. We can build out this triangle by placing a full wall, creating a shelf on the inside and upgrading that to stone, placing 2 floors like so, and sealing this in to create honeycomb. 2 backwards walls on each side, and now a frame that can be upgraded to wood. Place roof triangles in here and upgrade them to help with the jump up to the 2nd floor. And now we can create our compound airlock like so. We can seal in the roof of this as well. And jumping up to the second floor, we can start sealing in our jump ups. Create a shelf for a jump up and place 2 frames for garage doors. Heading up to the next floor, we can seal in the roof and place a half wall on each side of the jump up and a window on top of that. Upgrade all of this. And now continue our jump ups. Place a single door for a battery, and heading up to the next floor of the base, we can seal in this part of the roof. Place low walls on top of these windows for a peek onto the roof. Let's upgrade everything to stone and seal in the roof like so. Now we can get a couple deployables down, and I'm going to show you how to do this right now. But we need to make a floor frame here to create a better peak. Place 3 double doors, 2 embrasures like so, and you can also fit your battery in that single door. Let's make sure we have garage doors for all of our jump ups like so. And now we can start working a little bit more on the compound. All you'll need for each bedroom is a double door, a locker, a bed, and an embrasure. Place down your embrasure, your bed, your locker, and seal that all in with a door, and that's one of the 4 compound bedrooms done. Make sure you do this on all of the sides. Heading around to the other side, we're going to create another bedroom like so. And make sure when you place this floor, it's connected to the bunker side of the base. You guys have made it so far in this tutorial, and now we're on the last step to finish the main base. Place half walls on each side of the square like so. If you place the other triangles right, it should allow you to do this. Now, place a half wall like so, and a square frame for a breach peak later on. You're not going to be able to place the frame here unless you're on this side of the wall. Coming over to the other side, we're going to have to come to this side of the wall again to place this frame. Upgrade all of this to stone, and now we can start placing our window frames here. Here we've created our breach peak, and now we can seal this in with half walls. Placing a wall in the middle and frames out to the sides helps us separate our shooting floor in the event of a raid, and we can jump up to the roof and start sealing all of this in. Now that we have this all sealed in, we can start working a little bit more on the roof. Build up these frames like so, and place an embrasure outside facing the compound. A frame on the inside to help us hold up the breach peak later, and 2 frames on each side of this triangle. Let's place a temporary triangle to make sure we get all of these frames to stone. Now we can place a floor frame, 2 embrasures, and a roof to create 1 breach peak. Let's go ahead and do this on the other side, and now the roof is starting to take shape. Now we need to build up our last wide gap for the base, which is going to be down here on top of our airlock. Place frames like so. And now make your way back up the base. If you don't have cheats and you can't fly, don't worry, you can just go back up the jump ups. Finish off our wide gap like so, and make sure we seal it in with the roof. Now heading up onto the roof, we can create a cover for one of our turrets. Now to finish off our windmill towers, place a temporary triangle here, a spot for a turret, and seal that all in with a couple extra frames so we can get a windmill down. This is what it looks like on the other side. Get rid of the temporary triangle, and now start placing the rest of the deployables for the base. Make sure you get your breach peaks down on these wide gaps and the embrasures to help cover. Doing my final checks, we need more embrasures in this wide gap. And last but not least, we can get our shop fronts down on this peak. Make sure you place the left one and then the right one. It won't work any other way. And now we can get ladders to go back up the base. Heading back up onto the roof, you can now appreciate the base and the work that you've done. I have a couple important things that I want to tell you in the outro, so make sure you stick around. Congratulations for making it to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out a ton, and I would really appreciate it. Also make sure you check out dragon.com for custom bases, live coaching, and base coaching. I'll see you guys in the next video, and comment down below what you want to see next from me.